Hey guys, Beretta USA here, and today's video is going to be a comparison between these two snub nose revolvers. Taurus 856 UL, this little 2-inch snub nose 38 Special Plus P revolver versus the Ruger LCRX chambered in 357 Magnum. This is a 5-shot snub, slightly less than 2-inch barrel on this. Comparing your sight pictures, the stainless do show up well on the back of that aluminum alloy frame on the Taurus, but you have a really good sight picture out the box on the Ruger LCR. By the way, both these revolvers are running a Zeta 6 snap safe disc. So this is a dry fire device, so you can safely dry fire your revolver. Practice is important, guys, to run that double action trigger. And by the way, double action trigger is a bit smoother on the LCRs because of that friction reducing cam they have in these. Comparison to the Taurus, you're looking at about a 10 to 12 pound trigger. The way the LCR feels like a 6.5 pound trigger. Very smooth, very fast. Although people do complain about the reset of the trigger. It's not a whole lot of a return spring pushing you back forward to reset it. So you just got to come back off of it and remain on the trigger if you want to. I'm pretty good at remaining on the trigger and just coming back out and resetting the trigger. But people traditionally like a Smith & Wesson return spring, and the Taurus is a little bit more like a Smith & Wesson return spring. So a slightly better return spring on this specific Taurus 856 UL. So something else to talk about, again, you got a 6-shot capacity on the UL model compared to your LCR being a 5-shot 357 Magnum. So that is right, you do have that Magnum capability if you want to blow its frickin' head off. You know what I'm saying? If you've seen the Rob Zombie Halloween movie. An absolute classic remake. But anyway, again, 5-shot right here. You have a cylinder release push button on the Rugers, and then you push your cylinder out, of course. If I'm right, the cylinders on these LCRs are made out of some sort of super steel. It's like a 17-4 pH steel. The other thing to mention on the LCRs is that it is a half polymer, half steel design. So the entire lower of your frame here is made out of a polymer composite type material. And then of course you have your amazing grip. This is a Hogue 2-finger boot style grip, and it is called the Hogue Tamer grip. And it has a plushable back to it that absorbs all the recoil, even out of a 357 Magnum in this little snub nose revolver. You would not believe how easy it is to shoot Walter White's little revolver right here. But seriously, guys, if you want to break bad, this ain't a bad choice. What? The old 5-shot wheelie from Ruger. Single action. How is the single action on the LCR? Ooh, that is so crisp. That's money. I think it's even better than the Taurus. Yeah, the Taurus has a bit of creep in that trigger, and then it just randomly breaks. The trigger's slightly better on the Ruger, and I'm not surprised by that, guys. Ruger makes quality products. Yes, it is investment cast, most of it, but traditionally really good quality control and superior designs. Again, we've owned multiple LCRs and we've never had a single issue. Can't say that we haven't had any issues out of our Tauruses / Rossies. Just saying. I think the LCR is a just superior design over most of your traditional modern style revolvers. Again, this LCR handles recoil like nobody's business. One of the best stub nose revolvers ever made right here. You can see right there your stainless steel sleeved barrel and your steel barrel shroud right there. Again, a full underlug to enclose your really nice sized ejector rod that ain't bad for a stub nose gun that has a less than 2-inch barrel. It's pretty nice. Again, a really good sight picture out the gate. Ruger didn't used to give you a decent sight picture with the LCR. They used to give you just that black front ramp, and that sucked. I ended up changing one of my original LCRs to the high-vis green because I wasn't happy with that original sight picture. Talking about the weight differences between these pistols, the LCR 357 Magnum comes in at 17.1 ounce, and your 6-shot Taurus 856 UL comes in at 16 ounces. So a 1 ounce difference right here between these two wheelies. That's pretty impressive, guys. Somebody's gonna ask, and I know I've got to cover it. So comparing the quality levels and talking about between these two guns, which do I think is the better gun? To me, it's pretty obvious, and it's the Ruger. The Ruger is just a better built revolver, better lockup. Just a quality piece right here. Taurus does come in at a lower price point. You're looking at a $425 MSRP on the Taurus 856 UL versus the LCRX coming in at $859 MSRP. Geez, you can almost buy 2 of these for the price of that LCRX, guys. That's something to think about. I mean, but then again, you could run into issues with Taurus QC where one could be a lemon and one could be good type stuff. You know what I'm saying? Whatever you buy, guys, make sure you run it a bit and test it out. Make sure that it's good to go. Don't just buy it and assume that your Revolver, even though it's a Revolver, is just good to go. Because again, sadly, it seems more and more Revolvers are coming out messed up, even over autos. I haven't seen nearly as many Glocks coming out wrong or other striker-fired pistols compared to Revolver videos. If you go on YouTube, all you see is like Smith & Wesson's having issues in the last 12 months, it seems. Especially with the concealed carry size J-frames. That new Lipsy's gun seems to have had nothing but issues as far as that ultimate J-frame. But anyway, I'm gonna have to get my hands on one and see what kind of issues I run into personally. Because past all the issues that I've seen online, it looks to be a quality build. These are not the stock grips that I have on this Taurus 856 UL. These are a pair of Crimson Trace red laser grips. Where the red dot goes, ya bang. Nice high quality rubberized laser grips here. Your activation device is right there. And that's where your laser is. Quality grips. Have a pair of these on quite a few different wheel guns now. It's one of those things, buy once, cry once type stuff. Crimson Trace even offers free batteries, free replacement batteries for life. If you do feel like going to Crimson Trace for new batteries every time your batteries die. Amazing lasers. But anyway, back to the guns. Again, you got the made overseas Brazilian-made Taurus versus the American-made Ruger. Between the two, again, I prefer the Ruger, but anyone that chooses Taurus would be very well armed in my opinion. I think it's a quality build, especially now that they don't have any locks or anything like that. Haven't had a lock on a Taurus in, what, 5 years it seems like now? I think the last Taurus that I saw with a lock on it was the standard model 605. And since then, it seems like Taurus has moved away from putting internal locks on their guns as well. Ruger doesn't do it either anymore. But they used to on the LCR. Anyway, something that I don't personally like. Again, real fast, I want to cover this. If you guys are interested in the Snap Safe dry fire discs, you can get them for your K-frame / Taurus or your Ruger LCR. And if you want a reload option for your revolvers, you got the K-Pack or the J-Pack right here. These are all products from Zeta 6, so if you're interested, go check them out. Super high quality revolver, speedloader, speed strip products. The best that I've used, even better than Tough or Bianchi or any of those. Guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks very much for your continued support. Y'all stay safe out there, and thanks for watching. And as always, remember, your Second Amendment is worth protecting.